Alrighty, so the My Hero Academia chapter 368 spoilers are out a lot earlier than usual. I literally just woke up and they came out while I was asleep, so I apologize for that, apologize for my voice, but let's get right into the spoilers for chapter 368. So at the end of the last chapter, Deku, after being calmed down by Mirio, had asked All For One / Shigaraki if Shigaraki's still in there, referring to this amalgamation of the two's personality, and in this chapter it begins with All For One saying that Shigaraki is no more because they've fused and somehow All For One's original personality remains stronger. He says, "I don't know what you plan on doing, but everything will go as I planned." So yeah, more evil mastermind All For One things. I could do without it, but anyways. This is when fact checker Mirio intervenes, saying that Tomura / All For One reacted very strangely to something he said, as if he had been possessed by an angry child. This is why he thinks that the perfect fusion is a lie and that they're actually unstable. And yeah, this harkens back to what we saw a few chapters ago when Mirio was saying you clearly never had any friends to Shigaraki or else he wouldn't be doing all this, and then this younger kind of Tomura shouted out angrily, "Oh, I do have friends," or "My mom says I'm good with friends," something along those lines. So as suspected, and what we keep seeing, is that this fusion is unstable. It is not a perfect fusion, and there is still part of Tomura inside of it. Appearing as a vestige, of course, Nana Shimura looks at Kotaro, which is her son, on Tomura / All For One's arm. He's there from those Mii puppets that Shigaraki kind of spawned in a few chapters back. They lock eyes, and then she confirms that Shigaraki is still inside. Tomura / All For One says that their talks are over because he's gonna seal One For All now, so he's just being himself as per usual. We get a random update on Hatsume, who, even though there's earthquake-like conditions, is still working, so that's good. And then Tomura / All For One hits Deku with the smash, and the ground around them is destroyed, but Deku seems unaffected. He says that he won't let everything go the way All For One wants, and then ties up one of his arms with a combo of Fajin and Black Whip, which he goes on to call Black Chain, so this is a little cool new ability that we haven't seen before, I believe. He uses the chain to throw Tomura, but he quickly breaks free, saying that even if it's a stronger version, he won't fall for the same trick twice. This is when things get really cool, as the second user appears behind Deku and says that if he's going to use his quirk, he has to end this quickly. If he doesn't defeat Tomura in 5 minutes, the world is doomed. Deku then assumes a posture in which he holds his own right hand and says, "The second's transmission." In the next second, Tomura is hit seemingly out of nowhere. He's thrown upwards faster than the sound of the impact, as noticed by Mirio. He's very confused and doesn't understand where the attack came from. He realizes that it was much stronger than the energy that covered Deku's body before, so he thinks, no, it can't be. So he's probably remembering the second user here, as we've seen a lot of times. All For One does not like the second user, and he clearly gave him a problem when they fought. The rest of the chapter is pretty much Deku just beating on All For One, using a sequence of 3 blows, second, third, top. The second user says that it's much stronger than at the time he used it, but that it's a quirk that changes the speed of the target he hits. Deku appears behind All For One and prepares to strike the last blow at overdrive speed. The second closes his speech by saying that the current Izuku Midoriya is able to use 120%. Yoichi comes out saying, "Brother, let's call it a day," and Deku hits a Detroit Smash. End of chapter. So this is really cool. We're seeing full-powered or over full-powered Deku at this point, 120%. Stronger than All Might, I'm assuming, and yeah, it is quite the spectacle. That's it for this chapter. It was really cool seeing the second user's quirk finally. It is a pretty unique one, and also I just wanted to say that if you do enjoy the content, it helps out a lot if you could like, comment, subscribe. I love reading the comments and responding to them. I also have a video coming out tomorrow, which is the last video I'll be making before My Hero Academia Season 6 premieres, so if you could check that out, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.